Okay, so as well as helping out the university with a number of research projects, Alan also runs his own consulting business. So, Alan, can you tell us a little bit about the role of digital marketing in your consulting?
Yes, sure. I mean, the real issue that I think lots of service businesses face is that they get most of their business by actually meeting people. It's not entirely true, you can pick some stuff up online, but generally speaking you get your best leads by meeting people. But in today's world you have to have some kind of digital presence, because people will check you out before they meet you or after they meet you, to see whether you're easy to work with, whether you know your stuff, whether you've got a good reputation for being able to deliver. So they tend to look online, and it's important for you to make sure that you've got a good body of knowledge of stuff there for them to find. Now obviously you want to have your sort of LinkedIn profile sorted out, and you wanted to have your sort of Facebook presence looking good, but you want to have some other stuff up there for people to find, and they need to be sort of optimized with the kind of keywords that your customers are searching for. So these might be white papers, they might be slide decks, which you can post in a place called SlideShare, which is quite useful because that has good SEO optimization, and you can embed your slide deck, which demonstrates your expertise, into your LinkedIn profile, which gives you, quite a bit of leverage there. So those are the kind of static things that you can do. However, you still want to do a little bit more than that. It's useful to have some kind of more dynamic interaction if you can get it. And one way you can do that is to have a group either on LinkedIn or actually in Facebook. And Facebook in some ways lends itself to this, because a lot of people have Facebook on in the background all the time. So that if something is posted, they might see it. Now, one of the issues with having a group, as we know from experience over the years, that you have to have about 1,000 people in a group membership group before it takes on the life of its own, which is what you need. And it takes a while to seed that, but once you've got it, you've got quite a powerful resource, because you can use it as a sort of ask the audience tool, or you can basically, if you've got people posting useful things in there, it becomes a resource, because you're actually curating it and demonstrating that you can produce a useful resource which other people can make use of.
Okay, and are there any challenges associated with that type of activity? Well,
the biggest challenge of course is that people always want to sort of post spammy links in your group, so you have to work quite hard at managing it, at least to begin with. I take quite a hard line. I have a sort of post at the head which says anybody who posts adverts for sunglasses or shoes or get-rich-quick schemes will have them removed, and if they persist I'll kick them out of the group. And generally speaking, people appreciate that, because what they want is to read stuff that's useful to them, not what somebody else wants to sell them. The days of intrusion marketing and selling techniques working have gone, because we're all become very sophisticated in screening out things we don't want to see.
Okay, and do you have any sort of broader lessons that you've learned from these experiences that are worth passing on here?
I think if I review the people that we've looked at over the years, the people who've made the most success are the people who've got the balance between online and offline activity right. And some of the people who've created environments which enable people to do that have really seen a fair amount of success. A lot of the early work that we did was based around the Academy, which at that stage was very good at creating an environment where people could get to know each other online and then meet up. And this combination of online and offline activity is important, because it gets you the engagement that you need. Because we all know from marketing that it takes 6 or 7 touches before somebody will actually buy anything. And the great thing about the digital environment is it enables you to collapse that timescale.
Okay, Alan, thank you very much.
Pleasure.